I believe these are black bean burritos with chicken in them. I didn't pay too much attention to the title of the burrito that told me the exact ingredients it contains. I use this wrapping to loosely wrap the burritos, and it turned out pretty good. Microwaved them for a total of 2 minutes, 1 minute for each side, flipping them over after the first minute. We got a sparkling ice beverage. In regards to the bulk candy I got from Wegmans, the goal is just to eat a little bit a day. This is how my city in Elvenar currently looks. I use this computer mouse, because the touchpad is a bit iffy and has been for a while now. I did some work on the 99 Dan Hamming, going on free PNG websites so that I could find PNG images that I could use for free as long as it's for personal use. And I believe that's just another way of saying non-commercial. Excuse me, and most videos on YouTube are non-commercial. These websites included sites, in particular it included the site nicepng.com. I first searched bed, then bed top view, because I needed the top view of a bed for the idea I ultimately came up with. Seems to be a black bean burrito with some rice in it. Each burrito is 550 calories total. So this is quite the meal. I'm currently scouting a province as part of an effort to complete the last task set. And one part of it can easily be completed. I've already given quite a bit throughout this event. In Stronghold Kingdoms, I researched first to increase one of my church powers, specifically the one to remove disease from an infected parish. So one monk went from removing 3 points of disease to now removing 4. And it's all for the same faith point cost. Which adds up to an additional 5 if you use a total of 5 monks, for presumably a cost of 100 faith points. And right now, I'm researching the final level of the pig breeding research in order to increase my production of meat. Hopefully that way I'll be able to avoid the snafu that happened in my iron village, in which I had to keep building more and more pig farms, seemingly. And they became more and more expensive before I finally actually built any iron smelting buildings. The upgrade buildings to level 5 or higher thing isn't really in the cards right now, because the building I'm currently upgrading is the training grounds. I used 2 teleport building spells in order to move 2 buildings that were previously in the way. I believe I did this in the morning. I believe this is the last exclusive building, and potentially the only one I don't have. I'm not entirely sure on that, though. That's good. In the Bronze League, these are all the messages in total. Did they make this episodic event because of the 2020 Olympics? It seems to be that way. I've got quite a few outdated buildings. Within my city in Elvenar. But I believe this is the only evolvable building I have that produces broken shards, which helps me to complete the previous set of ancient wonders I unlocked before I unlock the next set of ancient wonders and have to build those in. According to what I've seen, there's no ancient wonder that I can fit within this gap. Though maybe I could move some stuff. Possibly. Be able to fit in a 5x4 ancient wonder. I didn't do too much today. For 99th Dan Hamming, it took me quite a while to ultimately decide what kind of flooring to use for that bedroom within the RV. I went with a carpeted floor. Of which to create the design, I took an image of a sort of rug, a carpety like rug, using the snipping tool. I in particular use the snipping tool in order to cut the edges off so that I could sort of zoom it out so that instead of it looking like a close-up of a rug, it would look like an actual carpet flooring for a bedroom. Shrinking the initial image I took using the snipping tool, of which I found the image off, I think, some sort of shopping website. Shrunk it down so 4 together would just barely fit, or just barely fill the whole screen within Beyond Studio. For the one that was placed in this corner, I kept it exactly the same. I mirrored the one here, rotated the one here 180 degrees, And then for this one, I did the same and then mirrored that. However, I was able to essentially do some of those things without actually doing them through a combination of the Control-C hotkey combination, which you use to copy a selected image, and then you use Control-V to paste that image. And then I ultimately settled for a PNG of a mattress. And then I searched pillow for pillow PNGs on nicepng.com. I found a PNG of 4 good pillows. That don't have any copyrighted images on them. They're just 4 different colors, essentially. I then searched a blanket on the Nice PNG website, but I could only really find fleece blanket PNGs, which I at some point decided would be kind of silly because it would be too small. I think most fleece blankets are too small for 2 people. There's going to be a total of 4 people, I'm thinking. But obviously that brief little scene is still a work in progress. Excuse me. To be exact, it's first a sort of gray PNG, then a dark blue sort of PNG, then a feathery light teal colored pillow, and then a purple watercolor with white in the lower middle pillow. For lunch, or really more like late breakfast, considering it was at 1 in the afternoon, or I think La Una and El Tarte, which I think is how you say 1 p.m. in Spanish. I've been practicing my Spanish through new lessons off the Duolingo app. I think I only have some fluency at the moment, though. There's no way to really know for sure without testing myself somehow. As for the star film I started work on the other day, I'm currently on the 38th bar. I changed the color of the number a couple times in order to make that number easier to read against the color of the bar. Though some numbers will still be hard to read. Excuse me, I think the 19 and the 17 in particular, but it's also important to try to make each bar and number combination be colored differently. I think it's turning out to be pretty good. At some point today, relatively late, at about 7, right before I ended up falling asleep, and Mom cooked one of the pizzas that we got from Wegmans the other day. A phrase I think I can say the other day if it was within a week. I'm not entirely sure about that, but I don't think it literally means yesterday. I think it's more like within the past week. More like. My sunburn has pretty much healed at this point. I can touch my right shoulder without any pain. And what pain was there previously was only mild. I believe Mom made me coffee at around 1 p.m. So around the time I had that beef on Hemwick sandwich plus some Greek pasta salad or Greek salad pasta. Or maybe it's just Greek pasta. Either way, it's pretty good food and pretty healthy with feta cheese and olives. They say that those in the Mediterranean live a long time due to their diet. But I've also heard that about regarding Japanese cuisine. I don't know much about the cuisine. Beyond that, I'm pretty sure sushi is part of it. I'm going to search it right now. Yes, according to Microsoft Bing, sushi, a Japanese dish consisting of small balls or rolls of vinegar-flavored, cold-cooked rice, served with a garnish of raw fish, vegetables, or egg. Vinegar-flavored. I never taste the vinegar when I get it from Wegmans. It's still good, though. Some nice and tasty stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, there didn't seem to be any, 4x3 Ancient Wonders as far as I know. At least not within the recent future. The future that, for me, isn't distant. This is about the farthest before it goes from being recent future to distant future for me in terms of the Elvenar technology tree. I've still yet to activate that Elder Trident research technology. But I'm all set in terms of all the Ancient Wonders for now. I just need one more artifact to fully evolve this evolvable building, but due to how these episodic events are currently formatted, I don't believe I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, which is fine by me. Hopefully I'll be able to get the missing artifact some other way. Maybe by exchanging artifacts for normal evolvable buildings, that is, evolvable buildings that are involved in episodic events, exchanging them somehow. Within the crafting table of the Magic Academy. And I can confirm that the game hag revenue universe links where you just go on a website, complete a wall of offers task, do work, and properly reward now again. It seems GameHag could potentially offer some potentially valuable web articles on various websites. Resolving that GameHag frog issue, in which, with 8 hours to spare, was one of the last things I did before falling asleep. I think it was around 8 p.m.